Joy is the infallible sign of the presence of God. So why is it that yesterday I chose misery? And it was miserable. And I was a victim of my own misery, so I felt. And so were others. I could have been happy. I chose not. Reminds me of a powerful phrase and decision to live more fully in the love, joy, and peace of God. And it's a daily decision and a choice every day. And that phrase is, I could if I wanted to. I can go from victim to victor. I can go from hopeless to hopeful. I can go from disempowered to empowered. And maybe that's the only phrase I need to change my life. I've been given everything in Christ, and yet Jesus says, choose again. So we get to choose. I get to choose. We get to choose more love, joy, and peace. Advent means waiting, but we don't have to wait any longer for that because we have it in Christ. It's already within. And you know what the scriptures say in the Old Testament, choose life or death, choose blessing or curses, that you and your children may live. Hey, I want to live before I die, don't you? Live fully and joyfully and peacefully and lovingly. So we get to choose misery or happiness. And maybe for some of us it's a little bit harder sometimes, depending on our background or our childhood or our Scandinavian bent. But we get to choose nonetheless. But, no buts. I could if I wanted to. And so could you. So it's a recognition of the power we have in, with, and through Christ. So I'll never heal. I could if I wanted to. I'll never be happy. I could if I wanted to. I'll never get out of this situation. I could if I wanted to. I'll never change. I could if I wanted to. I'll never be able to have more joy in my life because life is so hard. Well, I could if I wanted to. So we get to choose. So choose. Choose again. Choose joy. Oh, we'll fail miserably. But we try and try again. Even if we're struggling, even when life is challenging, we get to choose again and again and again to live in God's life rather than our own. And I've heard it said this way, trials are but lessons you have failed to learn presented once again. So where you made a faulty choice before, you can make a better one now and escape all pain that what you chose before has brought to you. In every difficulty, all distress, and each perplexity, Christ calls to you and gently says, my brother, my sister, my child, choose again. Choose joy. For Christ's sake, for your sake, for their sake, choose joy, because joy heals. And stress and distress is to mental illness as damp and dark is to fungus. It makes it grow. Oh, how I choose to live in the damp and darkness. Enough. However, love and lightheartedness is to mental illness as sunlight and dry is to fungus. It eradicates it. Want a mental health bump? Choose joy. Joy. It's the light that chases the damp and dark away. And may we choose and find and decide for joy and love and lightheartedness and more experience the life of Christ. If I wanted to, I could, and so could you. Happy Advent. Take what's helpful, leave the rest. Until next time, God help us, and we will choose to live all the days of our life.